Hey, shalom, 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 Akim, shalom. Another spiritual thoughts in transit. Um, it's been a while since I did one of these live streams. Was I did spiritual thoughts in transit. Just want to through the spirit revamp this. The spirit of having spiritual thoughts in transit. And first and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, and all double honors to the apostles and the others of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. That is feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai continually. They're still holding fast to this word for years and years on end, and also shalom to the hopefully elect and the few sisters that believe, all the sincere Akim that's tuning in to the lessons of Great Millstone, and also the hopefully elect that's teaching this word as well in all sincerity and truth, in all charity. All right, and again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is another spiritual thoughts in transit. Just leaving the camp, just to continue in the spirit that we was going into. We was going to the camp, and I don't have I don't have precepts on hand with me at the moment, since I'm in transit, I'm on the road. But I'm just gonna speak according to how the spirit has me to speak. Whatever comes to mind through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, I'm just gonna bring it out. But it's concerning this the occurrence that happened at the camp, in which you had this Jake that came up to the camp, and really what we witnessed at the camp was the mentality of a 2/3 Negro, man, a straight up 2/3 so-called Negro, and really that is the mentality of how 2/3 of our people think. All right, they believe that to make it in society is success. He was going on about to be successful in society, and that's what the mentality of 2/3 of our people. That's what they have. That's what they believe in order to obtain happiness in this world is to have success in a society, man. And what they view as success is having these substances, to have possessions, to have some sort of status in this world. But really, when it comes down to the end of everything, they don't consider. Okay, they don't consider that even when you get to that level, right? Because this person that walked up to the camp was speaking about figures like Tyler Perry, other figures as well that quote unquote became successful. But look at what they had to do in order to get to that level. Okay, observe and see how these so-called celebrities that you see in the media, what they had to do behind closed doors in order to get to that level. All right, the most prominent men that you hear about in the entertainment world, in the news, they had to do certain things in order to get to that level, man. They had to make a sacrifice. All right, and more often than not, that sacrifice that they make behind closed doors that they don't show to the people is their humanity. All right, their humanity, their morality, and really they had to give up what they hold dear. Okay, that's why a lot of times these celebrities that you hear that make it in the entertainment world and things of that nature, it comes out in the news to where if they have a loved one that they know about that's been put to death, and that's every single story of these celebrities. You have a celebrity, and each and every single one of them has a story or an event where their loved one was put to death. All right, but here's the thing: whenever their loved one is put to death, really that's a sacrifice. All right, it's a sacrifice made in order for them to get to that point where they are. Okay, look at Jay-Z. All right, which he's a prime example because he's participates in Freemasonry because he's a 33rd degree Mason. All right, which is nearly, if not at the top, nearly at the top of Masonry. Okay, and look how much he has. All right, that's why he looked at as the top of the entertainment world. Okay, and he got to that point by being a 33rd level Mason. Now, again, he had to do certain things in order to get to that point. All right, but like I was saying in the spirit, on the flip side of that, Jake tries to follow in that same in their same footsteps, not knowing that it really is deeper than that, man. All right, and the guy that was at the camp, man, he wasn't deep at all, man. Okay, he wasn't deep at all, man, because like the scriptures say, he was a natural man. Okay, and natural men, I believe it's in 1 Corinthians, natural men cannot receive the things of the spirit. Okay, because they are spiritually discerned. So this guy was spiritually discerned, man. All right, he was worried about the things of this life, and the scriptures also go into that, how the men that are of this world, care about the things that are in this world, roughly paraphrasing. All right, but them that are with Yahweh Shemel Shai and care about Yahweh Shemel Shai, they're going to mind the things of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, and also as well, this guy who was of the flesh, he minded the things of the flesh, so he did things according to the flesh. All right, that's why really it was no point in going even further with this guy. All right, but the Lord had him to stay there to prove a point and to show an example on the mentality of 2/3, man. The Lord used him to edify the body, man. Okay, at the end of the day, somebody's getting edified, man, through that whole exchange, because that's at the end of the day that was about, man. Because precepts was coming out. All right, and if you observe him, he wasn't bringing out any precepts. All he had was a book made by Rick Ross in his hand. All right, and that's the image that he was coming in. He was coming in the image of Rick Ross. All right, which embodies, again, 2/3 of so-called Negroes, man. All right, which 2/3 of which the so-called Negroes make up the 2/3. All right, or some of the 2/3. All right, you got the other tribes that are other 2/3 as well. That's a part of that. All right, but we come in the image of Yahweh Shai, and he couldn't, he couldn't get with it, man. All right, which is okay. It's okay because he's a natural man. All right, he was a natural man. He was of the carnal, man. And the scriptures also say that them that are roughly paraphrasing, it says them that are carnal or to be carnal minded is death. All right, but to be spiritually minded is life. Okay, so this man that walked up, he was carnally minded, man. All right, so guess what? At the end of the day, he's going to be put to death, man. Okay, because we deal with things in the spirit, and since he wasn't of the spirit, guess what, man? He was out of there, man. All right, he was all over the place. This man had heavy demons on him, because every single time he passed by the camp, he would see us on the at 5 Point South. We're at another location right now. All right, and all those times he could have stopped and listened and tuned in and said what he had to say, but he didn't. All right, because the Lord wasn't allowing him to come near us or to have that exchange with us until now. Okay, and which I lightly touched up on it at the camp. Really the reason why the Lord had this guy didn't come out until now is because the Lord was reserving him to be judged. Okay, and the Lord picked today. All right, the Lord picked this day for him to come out and be judged. Okay, so now The blood is off our hands, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, and also the 3rd chapter as well. The blood is off our hands because guess what? What did we tell him? We told him, thou shalt surely die. All right? And we warned him. So the blood is off our hands. All right? So now it's on him, man. Okay? So now he's got to face the judgment, man. And guess what? When he does get judged, he's going to remember the day that he came up to the prophets and he didn't listen. Okay? That's why the brothers are bringing out, it says, in the day, our people are going to be willing in the day of our power. Okay? And also as well, at Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, going towards the very last verse, it says that, then shall he know that a prophet had been among them. Okay? So at the end of the day, when he's thinking about his success going down the drain when America's being destroyed, he's going to think about us, man. He's going to think about the prophets that were out on the highways and byways, and then he's going to know that a prophet or the prophets were among him, man. All right? Hey, shalom to the brother Quanah Wath. All right, but Camp, thy servant. But yeah, man, he's gonna remember the day when he's in the day of his destruction, and when he's seeing the famine hit America and the martial law troops marching down the streets. He's gonna be thinking about us, man. Okay, and also not only him, but also the rest of the guys that walk by the camp and didn't take heed. The ones that haven't repented. Okay, it's going to be a heavy judgment, man. Why? Because, like the scriptures say, the one who knew his Lord's will and did not things according to his will shall be beaten with many stripes. Okay, so it doesn't take much to be a part of that. All you got to do is walk by and listen. If you just hear a prophet speak and you see us, that's all it takes. All right. So the ones that actually seen us and heard us, guess what? It's going to be more on them than the ones who haven't seen us. But guess what? The Lord is making it now today to where that's nearly impossible. You want to know why? Because we are all over now, man. You see us in every major city. You see us on the airways, the internet. You got all the brothers' channels, so it's nearly impossible to pass by a video, man. All right? There's another scripture, I believe it's in the book of Sirach, if I'm not mistaken, where it says they are without excuse. All right, and the Lord is going to find them without excuse. Okay, because the word has been pushed out there, man. All right, it's been pushed out there. We did what we need to do. Everybody's heard the word now. All right, it's 2020, and the word has been pushed out ever since YouTube was came on the scene back in early 2000, man. All right, after countless videos has been put up by the apostles and elders and the rest of the brothers. All right, you have thousands and thousands of videos that are out which are edifying the body. Okay, so like the scriptures say also as well in the book of Psalms, the unicorn, man, the unicorn did his job, which the Lord ordained. All right, that labor's been given over to the unicorn. This word has been pushed out throughout the four corners of the earth, as Yahushua said, that once his word is pushed out, when he was warning his disciples, he said that, look, when this word is being pushed out, then the end will come. Okay, and that's why you're starting to see things happening at a high speed rate. Okay, more and more edicts are coming down from the higher ups of Esau. They're starting to shut more things down, take away your so-called freedoms, which really is not, you never have freedom in the first place. Those are just privileges. Okay? Because at any point in time, they can just do away with the Constitution, and they're trying to do that right now. All right? So these people never had freedom in the first place, man. Okay? Really, they was doing what the higher-ups have allowed them to do. And guess what? The bankers, which are the higher ups of Esau, Edom, which is the nationality of the so-called white man, is going to take away your privileges. Okay, and he's going to shut everything down and put everything on lockdown, and he's going to administer the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, pursuant to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. All right. But that's all I want to bring out in spirit. I don't want to make this long-winded. That's just something that was on my thoughts, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shimon Shot, man. All right. But again, man, like I mentioned earlier about the prophets being out in the highways and byways and people not taking heed. Look, we did the will of the Lord. All right. The Lord has set out this word as it was supposed to do. Okay. So when the Lord brings down a judgment, they're going to have no excuse, and there's going to be absolutely nothing that they can say to save themselves. Why? Because the Lord is going to bring it back to their remembrance of the men of the Lord that were doing the work and spoke of his word. Okay? The Lord can do that. All right, right before up to their death, right before they get destroyed, the Lord can put in their memory about the prophets of the Lord, man. And he is going to do that. Okay? Right before they get to the last second before they get put to death, the Lord's going to bring down his sword, man. All right? And actually, before I close out, the brother Corner Watt brought out a precept in the comment board, Shalom Akim, this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shemel Shah, the Lord of hosts, in which hosts, that word host means armies. Okay? The Lord is a man of war. And guess what? He's coming with that same spirit. He's coming down with warfare, man. He has declared war on America, which is Babylon the Great in the Bible. Okay? So the Lord of hosts does take away from Jerusalem and Judah, which is what? Judah represents the southern kingdom of Israel, and Jerusalem represents the northern kingdom. So Israel as a whole, all right, the Lord's going to take away this. All right? He does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the state and the staff. Okay? What's that state and staff? That's your stability. Okay? That's the stability. That's something that's keeping Israel. Really, that's something that's keeping Israel the way that they are right now. Because what's their stay in their staff? The different programs that they have, right? Their WIC, food stamps. All right, they have all these privileges from their father, the devil. Hey, Shalom Ak is Kadar Lion on the comment board. Hey, Shalom Ak. Yahweh Shemel Shah Brakatah. But yeah, like it says right here, the stay and the staff is being taken away. And the Lord's the one that's doing this. Okay, he's taking away the stability away from Jacob. And once the stability is taken away, that's when they're going to really consider, man, what they've been doing. Okay? Because right now they're at risk. They're still at risk. Even though the Most High is smiting them, right now the Lord is preparing a sword for them. And Esau is basically making them the face of the COVID-19 virus, and they're seeing these things happen. All right, the Lord, they still, to this very day, man, they still bugged out, man. They still going after the ways of America. They still trying to keep the American dream alive, man. All right, but the Lord has pronounced evil against this place. Okay, even Esau knows there's something wrong, man. Even Esau is considering, man, this is it. All right, but Jacob still sleeps to this very day, man, and they want this place to continue. They can't imagine a world where America is going. Okay, so again, it says the Lord has taken away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. See that? So the Lord is taking away the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. It's like I didn't get a chance to post it on the stream here, but yeah, that's the precept. Yep. So the Lord is taking away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. Okay? Which again is that stability. That's that the Lord is getting ready to take away all that, in which that's comfort towards Jacob. All right? The way that you get Israel to do whatever it is that you want them to do, or have them cooperate in some sort of manner, is to feed them. All right? Consider Yahweh Shai when he was teaching. All right, the people were all into it, but the reason why they were into it, and I'm trying to remember the account of where he was during that time. Okay, because it was a certain point in time to where Yahweh Shai was teaching the people, all right, and they became hungry. And that's when the Lord sent it in. All right, they were considering that Yahushua was able to do all these great works and to be able to multiply the food that was there. Okay, because guess what? After they had finished dining and eating, food was still left over, man. All right, but they didn't consider or marvel that Yahushua was able to do that. No, they were there because they were fed to the full. All right, and then when they tried to come back to Yahushua, right, Yahushua cursed them out. He said, "Look, you didn't listen because of the miracles, or you didn't follow me because of the miracles. No, you followed me because you were fed." All right. So guess what? When that whole stay of stay of bread and the whole stay of war is taken away, guess what? These people are going to be rebellious, man. And I'm not when I say rebellious, I'm talking about Jake is gonna start getting to the spirit of raiding these Edomites, man. All right, it's gonna be all out chaos when this happens, man. Okay, the spirit of Jake is gonna be riled up, you know. And I'm telling you, man, when Jake no longer is able to eat or anything like that, they are going to go nuts. All right, but yeah, like I mentioned before, man, that was it on the live stream. You know, spiritual thoughts in transit. You know, again, man, the Lord's getting ready to do some heavy things in this time, man. All right, here it is. This is September. We going right into October, man. All right, and guess what? It's only going to get worse, man. And we've been saying that every single time, man. When we go into a martial law and the mark of the beast, guess what we say? It's only going to get worse. Okay, it's going to get worse before it gets better. All right, but for us, we love it, man. You know, we love seeing this. All right, because we know that what we're doing is the right thing first and foremost, and we know that Yahweh Shemiel Shah is with us, man. Okay, and you can't ask for nothing more. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off on that note. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemiel Shai, Hashem, Rachak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that rule well, and also Shalom. Peace and safety and salutations to the Holy Elect, Lord's widows, edifying to the body of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, the brothers that are tuning in and doing this work, and also the few sisters that also believe, that's also listening in, taking in this word, man. All right. Much due honors to you, sincere Akim, you know, you members of the Holy Elect. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.